Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Anthony with the Wrenched Out Garage. Today we're heading back on the inside of the Camaro SS, so stay tuned. All right, guys, so as I'm sure you already guessed or you saw it in the thumbnail, we are upgrading the interior front dash pad. Obviously, the car comes with a pretty basic, kind of goes with the theme of the car, dash pad. It's not really to our liking. Now, we are going to the GM carbon fiber, and we'll pull out both of them and do a side-by-side comparison. This is a super easy install. We're not going to go crazy with carbon fiber on the car. That's not really our plan. However, this does give kind of the feel that we're going for with the interior of the car. Now, we do have some future plans for the interior. However, they're kind of backburnered. We're going to knock out the exterior, do a couple more interior mods, and then hopefully be heading into engine, suspension, so forth and so on. However, this is a really nice addition to kind of dress it up a little, especially because this is a 1SS model, so it doesn't have the fancy leather seats or the lighting. So this, I think, is going to accent the interior of the car, or whether you get a 2SS, a 1LE, any of these other options, very nicely, or an RS or whatever it is. So we did get this from That GM's Parts Guy. We'll put a link to it down below. This isn't sponsored. We did pay out of pocket. Now, this is a super simple install. All it takes is a 7mm. Get your trim popper kits. If you guys don't have one, I'll put it down below. You got to have it for any kind of installs, or I highly suggest it. You don't want to gouge the living crap out of your interior. Again, this is really a basic one. If you guys saw the ZL1 install, the ZL1 start button install, then of course it is just a couple of bolts. Pop the infotainment center back, pop out the airflow little cover that sits right here, and you're in business. But we are going to pull them both out, and then we'll do a side-by-side comparison so you guys can see them up close and personal, to include this carbon fiber. I think this is a beautiful option that they came out with, and I'm very glad that they did, just because it's super seamless. So again, this is going to be a quick install. Let's just dive right into it, and then we'll take a look at these guys. So let's get in the car, shall we? So as you can see, we're inside the Camaro right here, and obviously we're going to drop the infotainment center. Once again, this is going to get pulled out, and then we'll pull this guy out, pop this out, and then we should be good to go. So again, you want to start down here on the bottom, pop the plate up. Make sure, obviously, like I said earlier, have your trim tools ready. Again, I'll put a link to this. I got it off Amazon. I can't say enough about just getting a decent trim tool set, because you're going to use it not only, I'm sure, for your Camaro, but if you've got other vehicles or your friends' vehicles, you're going to end up using this bad guy over and over and over. So obviously, we do the same setup as before. Just kind of catch it in there. It's got the clips. This just pops right out. 2 clips here and here. And then we're going to take our 7mm. Let's put that down, and we're going to go right into the little slots here. And again, this should only be a few minute install, pretty much for anybody that's doing this. Okay, I think they're both good to go. And then, as you can see, it kind of falls forward. You want to clear the clips in the back here. So there's these 2 clips that sit here just like before. You want to clear those. Now, on this unit itself, let me kind of ease this down. That's what's sitting there. So on this unit itself, there's just one more bolt right up top here. And we'll go ahead and put this in the cup holder right there. Let me make sure we're all clear. Yep, we look good. And then of course, this guy actually does kind of pop all out together. Now there are clips in the back of this. Now you can, if you take your time, you can get your trim tool in and start on the bottom, and then they'll just pop right up. But again, be careful doing this, because the last thing you want to do is to damage anything. There we go. And so if you take a look at this on the unit itself, once you pop it out, that's what it looks like. So this actually will pop out with the unit. It's sitting in here and it's locked in the back. We'll actually take this out outside of the car and install the new one. So that's actually what it looks like right behind it. So let's go take a look at both of these guys and then go from there. All right, guys, so we got this bad boy out, and we're gonna get ready to put in the carbon fiber inlay, the replacement for this guy. Again, this is a super simple install. The one thing you do need to know is, let's take a look at the back of this guy real quick. So if you can see right there, and then up on the top side. So the way that this is held in, it's not just sitting there. You do have these little push-ins right here, and all you're gonna do is just apply a little bit of pressure. And if you start on one side here, let me hold it. If you start on one side and just barely kind of put it in, and then we'll keep going here, oops. And it is marked on the vent itself, top, and I'll show you that in a second. So just do one at a time. Okay, and there it is. So let's grab the new one. And obviously, like I said, you probably can't see that because it's probably too reflective, but it does say bottom, does say top. Obviously, the shape of it itself isn't going to allow you to really screw this up too much, but I guess it's kind of nice to see it. There is a cutout in the original and in this one on the interior and exterior to kind of assist you in the install, which is nice just in case. I mean, you shouldn't be in a rush or anything, but if you are, it should still be pretty straightforward. So once you get it all plugged in, you'll hear the little guys snap. There it is. You may have to pull on it. I would suggest just barely pull. Don't get crazy with it. But you do want to make sure that when you're popping these back in, that they are snapping. So there we go. Because they are, there we go. So you'll hear it kind of snap, snap, snap. So it should be super tight. It shouldn't be loose. It shouldn't be coming out. but that is what it looks like with the vent installed right there. So obviously, you know, when you look at these two side by side, I mean, clearly different, completely different animals, but obviously a clear upgrade for any Camaro, in my opinion, any 6th gen Camaro. Obviously, there are different versions of this as well, and I know that there's guys that are even doing wraps themselves. As you can see how the GM did it, you could easily take this to an upholsterer and have them just wrap it just the same way. They'll just take the same, essentially the same fabric, pop it off, cut out the template, and then do it yourself. But I do like the carbon fiber. It does add a certain flavor to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to just throw it back in the car. You guys don't have to watch that part of it. It's pretty simple. Stick around to the end of the video, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like installed in. But we do want to thank everybody for checking this out. It's a super simple install. Again, I'm not going to show you how to put it back in. It just pops back in the clips. Throw the center console part back up, and you're good to go. Please hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, like and share this bad boy. We've got a lot of other great videos coming. We do appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the Wrenched Out Garage. Again, stick to the end of the video. I will put a link up and show you guys what it looks like inside of the car.